Good morning, colleagues. I trust that you are well. It's not always nice to be among the last speakers because we have already got good speeches and good presentation. But be that as it may, Mr. Emmanuel and team, we are very grateful and thankful for this kind of gathering. It is our wish, and we commit as a team that next year we're taking this nationally. Yeah. That is why I made sure that I spend the first minute until the last minute so that I can have a clear feel of how things are done, so that when I go back to the air-conditioned office, give a proper feedback and say that the issue of matters, politicians, these issues of local government were well dressed. Protocol observed. I will not thank you by all names, but I believe and understand that we sisongeng it. Yeah. Colleagues, I'm just going to tell you simple things and proper to the point, because the soft skill issues have been addressed. We dealt with issue of leadership to the latter. What I'm going to say to you is, colleagues, that we do not have any rights as interns. The only rights we have are on Chapter 2, Bill of Rights. Out of that, we do not have any rights. Will that be in order? The reason being that we are interns, we are here to learn, and we are given 36 months of intensive learning. And you come with an academic qualification, and you exceed with 3 years of experience, plus MFMP qualification, the DVD learning, GRAP, all of that is a package that you live with when you leave the municipality. It is unfortunate that is our wish that we could absorb all 100%. At the current moment, we are only observing around 40 to 45%, which is not good. And I can tell you, we cannot write any memo from national and instruct municipalities to appoint it permanently, because our principle is duty in the long run take over these institutions. We want to professionalize local government. If you look at the parliament today, the average year of our parliamentarians is 62 years of age, which means all of them have the SASA card. So it's up to us to ensure that we learn and we learn and we do nothing but learning. There's nothing wrong in making a tea. A tea is just boiled water. You throw in 1 spoon of coffee, 3 spoons of sugar. Then you stir. If the milk is there, you throw in milk. Isn't tea not made? When they say you must photocopy, you take the photocopies, you read, from there you go in, you press 25, you wait, done. Become the specialist in the area where you're working. In our office there, we had one guy who was an intern. Was for 12 months only. Our interns are 12 months in the office, and you guys are 36. Don't ask why. I'm saying it's 36. I've got a reason why. I've got the reason why. I'll explain. This guy, he mastered the photocopy machine. We did not even need to call the technician to come and fix it. You know the machine, if the machine is having a problem, we call him. It happened that one day he was absent from office, and the machine was stuck. And we checked. To wait for a technician, or to go and call the intern, what we did was, the intern was near. We had to drive to the house of the intern, to the flat, and say, Chief, come here, fix this thing quickly, and then go back. We ended up employing that intern because we knew that we want this guy. And I can tell even today, he does his work, and he has this extra job of photocopying. Colleagues, one of the objectives of this internship program, among others, we need to professionalize local government. We provide the unemployment graduates in accounting, economics, risk management, auditing, with career path in local government. We provide interns with structured on-job training and access to MFMP full qualification, which is local government sector specific. It is a must as interns that you need to register for the Municipal Financial Management Program. Most people, they call it CPMD. I hope and believe that all of you have registered for that. Oh, there's a yes and some no. Okay. What is happening is that we requested data from the municipalities to ensure that we track you are registered to the program. What I'm going to do is that after the program, I'm going to request them to register and make follow-up to everyone who was here, and we will communicate and share that information. But it's a must. It is a must. It's the right that we have. The money is there. We are giving municipalities a lot of money. Therefore, there is no manga. This is based on outcome number 4, 5, and 9, which among others talks about responsive, accountable, effective, and efficient local government system. Colleagues, we are doing all our best to ensure that you are empowered. But our biggest problem is one, Exodus 20. You know what does Exodus 20 talks about? What does it talks about? The 10 Commandments. Our biggest problem is thou shalt not steal. If we can win this aspect, local government has more than 25 pieces of legislation. We are governing only one aspect. Thou shalt not steal. Colleagues, in your age, if you can maintain this and you don't allow to be corrupted by us with a lot of experience, you can be beautiful leaders in future. But the issue of lifestyle, in your age, you must be drinking Johnny Walker Black and Red. Me and these colleagues of ours in front, we are already on the level of 15 and 18. Please do not try to match us. Because once you come up there, it's going to be problematic to be able to maintain the standard. Therefore, you'll be forced to take the mandate. Hey, there's this issue which is called mandate. What is this mandate? Colleagues, the program is structured for 24 or 36 months. What we said to municipalities is they must take you for 24 months. And then if you are behaving properly, behavior now give you extra 12 months. But if you do not behave properly, they can just allow you to leave. It's fair. But on those 24 months, you should have completed your MFMP. I know I've got students who goes to up to 36. They add another 12 months to 48. But I don't take 60s anymore. If they come and request that they need to add 12 months to 48, the first question I'm asking them is that, are you going to employ this guy? If the answer is yes, then they do it in writing. Then I give them extra 12 months. That is only fair. The stipend. The stipend is currently minimum or maximum, I'll use the two words together, of 100,000 rand. It is sufficient. I've got a lot of calls, requests, let's increase it. We are the only best paying internship in the whole country. Most of the departments, they pay 3,000, 3,600. And we've been paying 100,000 for the past 10 years without fail. You must not be comfortable in becoming a senior intern. After 12 months, you must be an intern for only 12 months. After 12 months, you must start completing application forms. Yeah, no. If the municipality refuses to release you because they invested so much on you, please send us an email. We'll override that is our money. You must go. It's fair. Ne? Can you see at least we give you some additional rights? But do not, after first year, you see yourself as CFO. Go with the steps and the ladder. You must go a little bit by bit. The issues that were spoken to yesterday about professionalization was issues of laziness, carelessness, waste of municipal resources, abuse of assets, disrespect towards the public, corruption. In my culture, we don't have that word corruption. Corruption is a Western phenomenon. We agree. In my culture, if you want to pay lobola, you must pay what is called pula mlom. Volume loan, agit? Therefore, corruption is a Western phenomenon. That is why in corporate, like Steinhoff and so forth, after whatever happened, they've called that accounting irregularity. And it was superb. But if it's a government institution, in the media, that aspect takes more than 6 months. Therefore, we cannot be seen as corrupt in this level. Corruption means stealing the money that is meant for the poor. If you steal the money that is meant for the rich, it's a redress. You are balancing the balances of the past. Therefore, colleagues, as you know, the government is government of the poor. You cannot touch. Thou shalt not steal. The last one, the unauthorized outside employment. I think majority of public servants, there's that problem. You know the pay slip, as long as you're still earning with the pay slip, there's a problem. You'll always want to have additional cents. And be that as it may, we need to be honest, be respectful, be sensitive, and be loyal. Loyalty is very important. We need to be very loyal. And we've got this minimum competency regulation. There's a number of sections that you can refer to. You need to take notes because this is very important, so that when you're going to speak to your manager and said that that guy from 27th floor in CBD of the Pretoria said it's a must that we register for this minimum competency regulation. If you go to section 34, 83, 107, and 119, they speak about the minimum competency regulation. It is a must that you get this. This is based on Government Gazette 29967 of the 15th of June. And we have amended this in the 26th of October last year. Where if you look in this gazette, in the past, we're saying for you to be a CFO, you would need to have your experience. And if you have done this program of MFMP, you can become a CFO of smaller municipalities. The reason being that, among others, we understand what happened in the past. Most of our cadres did not get opportunity of going to school to complete your BCom degrees like all of us here today. But as you know, people has seriously misused that, and now we feel that that thing must come to an end. For you to become a CFO today, one of the requirements is BCom accounting or financial management, plus all these prerequisites. You cannot be a CFO without academic qualification. Therefore, this opens doors for you, because most of our people in our institutions of our age, BCom accounting, it's so scarce. You've got opportunities, but please go through the ladder. Do not just jump. It's nicer to be on top there, but if you jump, you must check the distance if you fall down. Okay. I believe and trust that we have all done the DVD learning. Hello. All interns is compulsory for you. After you have been appointed, you need to do the e-learning, MFMA e-learning. It's free of charge. It takes you 3 days. And after completion of those 6 modules, you get certificates. Have you registered? Yeah, disaster. Yeah, please go back, ask your mentors, ask your CFOs, and then what I'll do to take the register again, I'll send you the link. As soon as you get the register, I'll send you the link so that you can please register this. It's free. The second one, we took about 1,000 interns on GRAP e-learning. You do all the GRAP from 1 to 106 for free. Only 10% of all registered people have completed. Oh, guys, we give you opportunity to learn. You're disappointing. It might not be you, but your cousin, surely. Colleagues, this is the national stats in terms of the minimum competency regulation. We have taken into account 4 criterion, which means academic qualification, work experience, performance agreement, and the financial supply chain management. If you look at these stats gives you a clear picture that in terms of accounting officers, roughly about 49% of our MMs comply with all the 4 requirements. The rest, disaster. Our CFOs were sitting around 40%. The reason being that national diploma, it has been taken off. We now only consider what? The BCom, the degree. But there's nothing wrong in you having a national diploma in accounting. You can upskill, get the BTech, then from there you'll be on the same par. We'll check the issue of credits and so forth and experience. But this does not mean if a CFO has been appointed before the amendment last year, the CFO need to go. No, if he has been appointed before the amendment, he has to complete his term. But at the end of his term, he does not qualify to be extended. You understand? Therefore, these guys, it opens an opportunity for you to be looking at progressive positions and becoming ambassadors. Currently, our interns are at around 1,503 nationwide. Our target is to get them to 3,000. You see, our target is not to increase your stipend to 200,000. 200,000 is sufficient. 100,000 is sufficient. You can afford to buy weave. You're 24, you're 26. You are 30-inch. You can buy the MAC lipstick or Bobbi Brown. Guys, you can afford to buy Golf 1. Full stop. Our target, guys, is to increase that number to 3,000. If we can get 3,000 interns the whole country, we could be moving forward. Remember, this is part of the job creation. Currently, the government and the president have a target of creating not job opportunities, but real jobs. 30,000 new jobs for the youth. Then among that, we've got 1,500. That is why now if you are turning 55 by 2021, colleagues, if you are turning 55 by 2021 now, you can go on retirement class today. Because most of our workforce, they're very old. and they're in senior positions. I mean, if one senior person leaves who is earning 1.5 million, we can create beautiful 6 jobs for the youth and the graduates. Therefore, you can see that the government is serious about the issue of job creation. Therefore, the opportunities. In terms of this program, this is what we are currently spending in terms of this internship. 2018-19, we are spending about 504 million rand. If you divide that by 257, you will realize that municipalities are averagely getting 1.9 million. What the municipalities are doing is that they send us a business plan, then we look at the plan, then from there we make allocations. We have already made allocations for up to 2020. Therefore, can you see that this is a lot of money? If you multiply this by the past 10 years, this runs into billions of rands. Therefore, there's no need to complain. We need to defend this annually with the public finance. They ask always, people, we spent these millions of rands with your interns. Where are you taking them after 36 months? Are you taking them to cash build or spa? It's a serious problem. It's a serious concern. But we cannot force our municipalities to absorb you guys. For the mere fact that they have had what is called buy-in, in allowing you to have this kind of platform, is a plus for us. Are you aware that there's a probability that the money that you're getting as a stipend is higher than some of the employees in your municipalities? Which the unions are not happy with that. They are saying to us, these intents of yours. Therefore, guys, I'm not expecting you to be spoiled, but at least do your best. Do not wait to be the manager. Just start managing where you are. Do your best and ensure that you sell yourself. In Western Cape, if I can give one example, the metro city of Cape Town, they only want 3 interns annually. In a cycle of 36 months, only 3 interns. And the city of Cape Town is very big. Their strategy is that once you get being employed as an intern, they put you on a program. After 36 months, you don't even go for interviews. You already got appointed. It's a very good model. But we cannot sell that model to all the 257 municipalities. Because like now, eThekwini has more than 26 interns. City of Cape Town has only 3. We cannot be worried about a person who's already in the system. We should be more worried about the people that are graduating today. Where are they going to? I know once you start being used to that 5,000 at the back of the pocket, your expectations increases and so forth. But guys, we understand. We are doing our best. Even issue of rotation plans is clear on the guideline that you need to rotate. You need to go to department this and that and that. And some circumstances does not allow you. And the size of municipality sometimes does not allow that rotation. You sit in that one department, become a specialist in that department. It's unfortunate that most of our municipalities, they take you as an intern to occupy a full-time position. There is a vacant position that now, because we gave them this helping hand and happen to be you, they throw you there, then you sit there. Do your best. But after 12 months, start putting what I hereby apply. Do not wait for the 36 months to pass by. Colleagues, in conclusion, I'm very grateful. I know people and politicians who will always say to you Our government is a government that is full of talk shows. We've got summit left, summit right. But these kind of platforms are very important because at least where I'm seated, I'm able to have touch with you. I'm able to understand your frustration because I've got advantage of communicating with the powers being. You understand? Therefore, this is not a waste of time for you to be here. At least you have met us. You know when you send an email to National Treasury, with whom will you be talking to? Therefore, these kind of engagements are very important. We should not sit back and start complaining and mourning and expecting revolution. We are sitting with this challenge of economic emancipation. People say that our counterparts have more. They must share with us. Are we going to share? The issue of land is another challenge. We are excited now that Section 25 of the Constitution is going to be amended. But is it going to benefit me and you? We don't know. Can we go and work in farms now? No, definitely. I don't want to go work there. No, definitely. I'm too smart to be wearing those boots and so forth. But be that as it may, what I'm saying is that we should not just be excited about policies that are being pushed. We need to look at what is good for us where you are seated. If you want to go there, job well done. The other important aspect is that we need to refrain from trying to provide justifications for wrongdoing. Issue of consequence management is the biggest challenge. We've got people that has been charged. We don't know how far the case is. We trust and believe that things will come right. You know, there's a hope now. There's a beautiful hope now. Let's hope and trust that things will be better until Jesus comes. The last comment, colleagues, was there was a question about bursaries for colleagues. You do not qualify for bursaries. You are not employees of the municipality. The only funding that you qualify for is for you to study MFMP. But if you can speak to your senior manager and agrees to fund you, there's nothing wrong with that. But you cannot claim that as a right. You are not an employee. Bursaries are for employees. Therefore, let's look at, if you can afford from the 5,000 that you get, please register for additional certificates to build your CV. Then we surely will be able to assist you in the future. I thank you.